Hey friends, we are on Eerie Elementary. Recess is a jungle, and Miss Alyssa left off at chapter 3 and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and read chapter 5, and we'll see if we can get to 6 today. All right, so Recess is a jungle. I hope you've enjoyed the book so far. It is, the setting is at Eerie Elementary in the playground, all right? And the characters, who remembers who the characters are? Let's see, one is Sam, right? And Lucy and Antonio. And then Mr. Nakabi is the janitor, and he was the keeper of the school. And now Sam is the new hall monitor, which means he is the keeper of the school now. He is taking over Mr. Nakabi's job. And Eerie Elementary is alive. That means I think it's kind of haunted. So let's see what happens in chapter 5. And here's the picture that we start out with. We can see Sam and Lucy, and they look a little frightened, don't they? You can tell by the way the illustrator drew the faces and the expression on their faces. They don't look like they're happy or having a fun time. They look a little frightened and scared. Sam and Lucy huddled together. The trees seemed to shake and the ground seemed to quake. Lucy gasped, then shouted, "It's Antonio!" Antonio raced out of the woods, his eyes lit up. "Guys, I found you!" He fell at their feet. "I almost got eaten by a huge leaf. He was chomping at me like a mouth, like chomp, chomp, chomp. I told you we were crazy to come looking for that soccer ball." "It's just a ball. It's not worth getting eaten, is it?" "This shouldn't be happening, not here," Lucy exclaimed. "Orson Eerie's powers only work on school grounds." "Yeah," Antonio said, "and we're definitely not on school grounds. What's the deal?" "It doesn't make any sense," Sam said. Had they been wrong about Orson Eerie? Did his strange powers work beyond the school? If they did, that meant the three of them would never, ever be safe. I think they're in the woods just beyond the playground right now. Sam looked around. Ooh, let's look at the picture here. Sam looked around. The dark fog drifted between the trees. It was so thick that they couldn't even see the school. And the trees were the tallest Sam had ever seen. Vines and branches were twisted and tangled together. "This isn't the small forest that's usually next to the school," Sam thought. "It's a full-blown wild jungle. Orson Eerie must be to blame, and I don't see a way out." "Something's coming," Antonio shouted. Sam saw a small creature shuffling through the fog. Its feathery body was dark as night. "A crow," Lucy said. "It's one of those huge crows that are always on the school roof looking down at us." The bird hopped toward them. Lucy and Antonio inched closer to Sam. The crow finally came to a stop at their feet. The dark black bird looked up at Sam. Its silvery eyes seemed to stare right at him. No one said a word. They hardly breathed. The sound burst from the crow's lungs. Squawk! The crow flapped its wings and shot into the air. It circled around them 3 times. Then it darted into the fog, further into the jungle. I wonder what's trying to ask or tell them. "We should go after it," Sam said. Antonio shook his head. "Not again. We should not follow anything farther into this creepy jungle." "But maybe the crow knows a way out," Lucy said. Sam grinned. "Lucy's right. Come on." Chapter 6. The 3 friends chased after the crow. Then Antonio had an idea. "Wait a minute," he said. He grabbed Sam's hall monitor sash and threw it around his waist. "Let's tie the sash around us so we don't get separated again in this fog." Oh, I'm sure he doesn't want to get separated like he did before. "Great idea," Sam said. "Wow, let's do this." Soon they had the sash wrapped around all 3 of them. Sam tied a knot in the front. The crow swooped through the air. They tried to chase after it, but it wasn't easy running in a group. The sash pulled and tugged at them. It was like they were trying to run a with a hula hoop around them. Antonio bumped into Lucy. Lucy stepped on Sam's foot. Sam stumbled. They couldn't keep up with that crow. The fog swirled around them. "Aw, nuts," Lucy said. "Where'd that bird go?" Antonio asked. The friends slowed to a walk and Sam loosened the sash a little. They continued through the strange jungle. But it was no use. The crow was gone. Or was he? "Wait," Antonio said. "What's that? Look up ahead." I wonder what they're finding. Ooh, could be scary. Sam squinted. He saw the outline of the crow, but it wasn't flying. It wasn't moving at all. It seemed like it was frozen in midair. The three friends stepped closer. The fog thinned out. Sam and Antonio and Lucy stopped dead in their tracks. Now, there's the crow, and it does look like it stopped in midair, doesn't it? The crow wasn't frozen in midair. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was standing on someone's shoulder. The shoulder of a huge, towering man out there in the middle of that jungle and fog. There he was. Who could it be? I think I'm going to leave off right there at that cliffhanger. And we will find out tomorrow who this person really is. Until then.